Hello, hello, my beautiful manifestors. I did not plan my outfit very well today. I'm wearing my brand new, my most favorite blanket scarf slash poncho thingy majig. I don't even know what the hell it's called, but I'm getting the fuzzies all over my dress and all over my lips. So if I keep going like this, that's why. Very attractive, I know, but that's not why we're here. We are here to talk about manifesting, my favorite topic, everyone's favorite topic. So when I asked you guys what you wanted to learn most about when it came to manifesting, so many of you said scripting. Now, if you've been following me for a long time, if you have been working with me for quite some time, you know that my absolute favorite manifestation tool is scripting. And scripting has been the tool that has given me my most greatest results. Scripting has been something that I learned at the very beginning of my manifestation journey. 10 plus years ago, and I still use it to this day. And when I do it consistently, when I do it every single day, I literally create magic and miracles right in front of my own two eyes, and it's beautiful. Yes, I'm sitting in a parking lot right now because I'm trying to do this before it gets dark out. I wasn't able to do it earlier today when I was home, but I promised everyone I was going to deliver a short training on manifesting every day, and I really wanted to talk about scripting for at least a few minutes tonight. So what is scripting? Scripting is literally writing the script for your desired reality. You're writing down everything that you want to manifest. You're writing down what you want your life to look like. So it's not a list of what you want to manifest. It's literally like a script. It's a story, basically. You're writing it in the present tense or you're writing it in the past tense, as if it's happening right now or as if it has already happened. Now, I know a lot of you aren't writers. I know a lot of my clients aren't writers. So everything that I'm saying right now, you can also apply it to visualization. So everything I'm saying right now, you could either write it down in your notebook, write it down in your journal, or you can apply it to visualization. It really could go both ways. So just pay attention to everything I'm about to say. So there's a bit of a formula. I just turned on the light. Oh, it's getting darker and darker. Because it's getting darker earlier. Ugh, that's the only part of the fall that I don't like. Everything else I love. Love the fall. So when you're scripting, okay, wait, let me rewind. When you first learn about the law of attraction, I know this is what I learned when I first learned about the law of attraction, is this one sentence that I know everybody knows. I am so happy and grateful now that, ... I am so happy and grateful now that I have financial abundance. I am so happy and grateful now that I found the man or the woman of my dreams. I am so happy and grateful now that I got a brand new puppy. Yeah, but I am so happy and grateful now that, ... We have read it everywhere. We have seen it everywhere. That is the basis for scripting. What you're doing when you're completing that sentence is you're starting your scripting journey. That is a great place to start. It's only one sentence, but what I do when I'm scripting and what I teach when I'm scripting and what I've been taught by my own coaches is a lot more detailed, but it is the one thing that has worked for me beyond everything else. It's just the most amazing tool, and I love it, and I teach it to everybody. I use it as often as I possibly can. I try to do it every single day. So again, this also applies to visualization. So don't get worried, because every time I say write it down, also think about, visualizing it. So I learned scripting as a formula. Basically, you're writing down your dream life, everything that you want to bring into your reality as if it already happened or as if it's currently happening. Because what we're doing is we are trying to get into that state in our mind that we believe these things are happening to us or have happened to us. And we're trying to get into that feeling zone. And I'll get into the feelings of it in a minute, because the feeling part is very important, the most important part. So what we're doing is trying to trick the universe into thinking that we have this desired reality already. And when we do that, we know that law of attraction states that like attracts like. So if we trick the universe into thinking we have it already, universe is going to bring more of that, or it's just going to bring it to begin with. That's how we manifest things, right? So when I start scripting and how I teach my clients to script, I usually do it in the past tense. I sit down with my notebook. I have so many notebooks. I probably go through one every 2 weeks. And my beautiful Kiki K pens. I love Kiki K. And I start out with, today was the best day ever. I usually do it in the past tense. Sometimes I do it in the present. But for right now, let me talk about in the past tense. Today was the best day ever. And then I write about my best day ever. I woke up. And when you want to think about how you're going through your day. How do you want to wake up? And most importantly, how do you want to feel? So what you're trying to do when you're scripting, also visualizing, is you need to bring in your senses, your 5 senses. So today was the best day ever. I woke up and I saw the sun shining through my gorgeous, gigantic balcony in my beautiful mansion, right? I'm putting a lot of detail in there. We all know what sun shining through a window looks like, right? So you could picture that in your head. And you can, then you put the details in. Yeah, totally like going way too fast because I love this so much. So then you put the details in, you know, where do you want to wake up? Do you want to wake up in your mansion? Do you want to wake up on a yacht? Do you want to wake up on a beach? Do you want to wake up in a hostel? Like wherever you want to wake up, whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, you got to start with the very beginning of your day. Or at least that's how I teach my students and my clients. So you start with the very beginning of your day, and then you got to add in as much feeling as possible. So after you talk about the sun shining through the window, how do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Do you feel happy? Do you feel excited? Do you feel grateful for the new day? Write that down, because when we manifest things, we manifest from a place of being and feeling. And I spoke about this in my last video. I speak about it all the time because it's the truth. You gotta put that feeling into your scripting and your visualizing in order to really bring it into your reality. We know what certain things feel like. Other things we don't. Maybe we don't know what financial independence feels like, right? But we really, really, really want it. And that's what we're trying to manifest right now. So you might not be able to say, I felt financially independent and really, really feel it in your body because you don't know what that feels like. So instead, you just say you felt free or you felt happy, and feel it as you're writing it or as you're visualizing it. Feel it in your body. The feeling is what is going to bring these manifestations into your life, and it's going to make all of your dreams a reality. It's the feeling. We manifest what we feel. We're not attracting what we think. We attract what we are and how we feel. And the most important thing when you're scripting, when you're visualizing, is to stay in that high vibe space. And you don't need to feel the feelings of that exact detail. You don't need to feel the feelings of having $1 million if you don't know what the fuck that feels like. I didn't know for a very long time, and that would trip me up for so long. And it wasn't until years and years later that I realized it's not really about that specific thing. It's just about feeling happy and high vibe, like you want to dance around and jump up and down. So when you're writing, when you're visualizing, you got to feel those feelings. When you're writing it down, write those feelings. When you're visualizing, just feel it. Or you could just, I felt really happy. I was dancing all over the place because this happened. Or I looked into my bank account and $20,000 was just transferred into it. So I kept jumping up and down for joy. And feel it when you're visualizing. Feel it when you write it down. I hope I'm not confusing anyone, because like every time I talk about scripting, there's either people who know everything about it, or there's people who never really heard about it before, but they kind of get it. And for me, I always understood it from the beginning because I think I always learned about it. It was one of the first things I learned about. I was coached about it one-on-one. It always came very easily to me, and it just became my most successful tool. I literally write my dreams into reality, and that's what you're supposed to do when you're scripting. So the most important thing is the feeling aspect of it. And when you're going through, like if you're trying to manifest your ideal day, that's how you do it. You start with when you woke up. I woke up. I felt so happy. I felt so grateful. I saw the sun shining through. I saw my, beautiful silk curtains. I don't know if people have silk curtains. I have no idea. But you want to get into the detail of it. That's the point. Or if you're trying to manifest something specific, let's say, if you want to manifest $1,000, okay? And you know that's what you want, and that's what you want. That's what you have your heart set on. You want to manifest $1,000. You could also script that into reality. It doesn't have to just be your dream life. So you can write it down or visualize it in much the same way. You could even do it in the present tense. I just found $1,000 on the floor, or I just got a check in the mail and I was so excited. I could not believe it when I looked at it and I saw $1,000 in a shiny pen written on it. Just get into the detail. And a shiny pen. Yeah, the pens are shiny. When you write in pen, it's shiny. You got to get into the detail of it. So you could do it in past tense, you could do it in present tense, but don't do it in the future tense because that means it didn't happen yet. Again, we're trying to trick the universe into thinking it already happened to us. Scripting it might be one of the hardest things to teach when it's to a big group. And what I'm thinking of doing is a 3-day workshop on scripting. It would all be virtual, of course, but I'm thinking of doing some sort of 3-day workshop on scripting, because I remember I did a lot of scripting for 3 days in a row, 72 hours, and that really gets you into that zone of being your future self.
and it gets you to start thinking like your future self and feeling like your future self. So 72 hours is a great start. So I'm thinking of doing some sort of workshop. I am going to be on my stories later, and I want to ask you guys what you think about that, because it's not so easy to explain sometimes to a big group. It's not so easy to explain in IGTV training like this. It's much easier to do when I'm doing one-on-one with my clients. But I just want to bring scripting to the world. I want to teach you about scripting as much as I possibly can, because it really is the number one tool that I use to manifest all my desires, my dream life, specific things. And I guess getting down to it, like I said, the most important piece of it is to really feel the emotions behind it. Listen to the detail, smell the detail, hear the detail, see the detail in your mind, or when you're writing it down, the detail of everything that you want in your life, what your home looks like, what your soulmate looks like, what your kids or your family look like, what your office looks like. All those details you need to visualize or write them down. That's scripting. But you gotta bring in the emotions. You have to bring in those feeling words. I felt so excited. I felt so grateful. I felt so abundant. I felt so joyful. And then feel it. Really feel it when you're writing it down. Really feel it when you're visualizing it. That is what is going to bring your manifestations into your reality. That is what is going to bring your manifestations to fruition. Your dreams into your reality. I hope this is making sense. I think it is. I'm going to play it back now, and I really hope I don't have to re-record this. Like I said, it's a little bit of a difficult topic. But once you get it, you are going to manifest all your desires. Once you get it, it's one of the strongest tools you will have in your manifestation toolbox. And you're going to love it. You're going to love every bit of it. If you want to go deeper into scripting, I teach this all the time. You can hop on a free call with me. The link is in my bio. We are doing Dream Life Activation calls still until the end of October. And even in the Dream Life Activation call, I do go into scripting a little more. And that's a one-on-one call. It's a totally free 35-minute call. So you can get on the call, go to the link in my bio, and we can go more in depth about scripting. You can DM me. You can leave a comment. I love you guys. You will manifest all your desires. You will. Just keep believing. Believe in the process, believe in yourself, and believe the universe always has your back. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow on the next training. Bye.